Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch on this Monday, the 16th of August. So starting off a new trading week, and also we usually get a few ripples of information over the course of a weekend. From the Friday's close to the Monday's open, there's always usually some gaps in the market if we do hear some pretty relevant news for some stocks. So at the moment I'm just looking into Boeing and American Airlines. One is a major aircraft fleet carrier and one is a provider as well. And you know, Boeing has been in the news for the wrong reasons for the last 3 or 4 years. You know, obviously these fatal crashes that happened, and then certain problems with its aircraft as well, and now it's just going on and on now for Boeing. But the price of Boeing hasn't really been affected too much, which we'll look at shortly. So it has uncovered issues during flight testing that show developments in software have been abrupted basically, and it has actually halted its 787 deliveries as well several times over due to manufacturing flaws. And also it actually suffered its latest setback early this month as it was forced to scrap another planned test flight for its Starliner crew capsule. And this is supposed to rival companies like Virgin Galactic in the competition, let's say, into aerospace as well. So quite detrimental news for Boeing ongoing. And with American Airlines as well, just wanted to pick up on them because, you know, they are one of the largest American carriers in the region, and it is worried about jet fuel shortages around the US, and also labor shortages due to the increased demand in travel that obviously has come apparent because of the relaxations in travel for 2021. So just something to keep an eye out for the next, well, probably until the end of the year, to see how travel demand is going to go up. So the last time I looked at Boeing, I was just looking at the recent, this basically is the biggest peak that it's had since the pandemic began. If we scroll all the way back to before the pandemic started, we can see in March this detrimental downturn that we witnessed on possibly most of the stocks in the US indices, especially that make up the S&P, Dow Jones and Nasdaq at least. And what we're looking at now is another test to the upside. So, you know, we've had this choppy action at the moment. I am expecting another test at this region here, roughly about the $260 area, and then possibly another move downwards. But with the assistance of the Ichimoku cloud, we can see the cloud is quite thin at the moment. So this is giving off, you know, possibly less support and resistance levels that it should be, that it could be, sorry. Obviously, when you have a big cloud engulfment here, it means that the candlesticks are more inclined to stay in this engulfment pattern for a longer period of time. So at the moment, just waiting to see what the outcome is for the long term. Near term, however, we have actually passed this recent engulfment of the Ichimoku cloud. We are moving to the upside now. Not too much in the way of divergences on any indicators that I'm using at the moment. This is the RSI, but you never know at the moment. If we do get more of an upsell, then, you know, we are gonna, we'll do it like that. So we will probably get more of an impetus for another fall to the downside at least. So just a few things to look out for Boeing, especially because they have been in the news time after time. And looking on American Airlines quickly, just a brief look. So at the moment, the last time I looked on American Airlines, I was looking at these recent peaks and troughs, and, you know, I expected the downturn to continue the last time I looked at it to this support area here. We have had a couple of, let's say, false breaks to pierce the lower sideways channel, but now I'm just looking to see if it's going to keep on, consolidating in this area, get cloud engulfment, and then wait for the next direction. Again, not too much on the divergences on the RSI. Let's take a look on the 4-hour chart. And again, you know, we're just looking to see if it's going to break out of this sideways channel at the moment, where there's detrimental downturn on American Airlines. But since travel has picked up, this is roughly at the start of the summer, so we were expecting another peak to the upside. But as you can see, it has actually faltered, and we are now trading amongst the Ichimoku cloud. So we're just waiting to see now what the next opportunities are for American Airlines. Obviously, air travel is getting back into the swing of things, but it has been halted by this new Delta variant that is sweeping America as well. There's only a certain amount of vaccinations, people being inoculated, in America. So that's, the rollout has slowed down quite significantly. So these are all factors to take into account when looking at airline stocks, especially for the rest of 2021. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me. As usual, any comments or queries, please feel free to add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.